we're gonna be working on Juniwoomi. They've requested for a full type GIFtuber model, and this is what I've created so far. This is the reference picture, and I asked them, what pose do you want? Is it okay if I do something Lolita adjacent? Because, you know, she's dressed like a Lolita. She is a Lolita. So I saw this picture, and then I recreated it in 3D, and then here she is now. I drafted it and stuff. And so far, I've already done at least the torso parts. And for now, we're gonna be drawing in the arms before we actually place down the colors. Hopefully we'll be able to at least finish the base colors today. So right now, I actually want to draw the upper arm separately, like separate from the sleeve, because she has a bit of loose sleeves, and I want to add a bit of physics to that later on. This is the struggle of a digital artist. It's the Control-Z dilemma. It's like, someone mentioned it before, but it's like Sisyphus. It's always Control-Z, because you can never really get the correct stroke. Oh, that's too long. Yeah, that is too long, so I'll just adjust it with the handy-dandy liquify tool. My favorite. Yum, yum, yum. Hey, Kuwa. Hello, Link. Good to have you. It's been a while. I think I last watched it was either you starting Marvel Rivals for the first time. Oh, yeah. I also got to edit that VOD already. I'm pretty proud of it. It's on YouTube now. It really was my first time playing a hero shooter game, if you don't count Splatoon and 10 minutes of Overwatch as hero shooter experience, you know? So now what I like to do, just so we could save on production time, is that I would take the 3D model that I posed and go over the lines with it. Because these bunch of fingers are going at the back anyway, so it's fine. But I still want to put in the detail as much as I can. Because what if the physics of the dress move up and down too much? Then you'll be able to see a bit of the fingers behind that dress. And we want to make sure that the details are detailing, you know? That it's all there. I don't know, Splatoon isn't really a hero shooter, more of a painter shooter. That's true. And besides, you're not even called heroes in the game. You're called agents. I'm so excited for, I don't know, if they're making Splatoon 4, I'm excited for that, especially if they're making Animal Crossing. But I just know that they have the same team who work on on both games, you know. So we're either gonna get one or the other. I don't think we can get both. And what I'm doing right now, which is what I usually do, is I'm working on the lines in a messy way, wherein I do all of the lines, get a little confused because of all the overlapping lines. Only then will I color it in. But even then, when it comes to colors, I would usually do color blocking. So it's like random colors. And I usually like to future-proof my animation stuff, wherein I try to dissect the model as much as I can, just in case the client is like, oh, maybe I want to change the outfit or something like that, you know? But sometimes, or rather nowadays, I want to be nicer to myself, you know? What if they don't come back for outfit change? What if they just ask for an entirely different model, different pose, you know? And you at home should also be nicer to yourselves. There you go. We have the fingernails and the back of the hand. And then we're just gonna make the pointer finger. Maybe I want to make the brush a little smaller. Because I did mention last time, but I got a new display tablet, and because the last one broke after 5 years of usage. At least it lasted for 5 years, right? But the breaking point for my previous display tablet was I was being too heavy-handed with it, so the pen nib just sunk. Because at first I thought it was like, oh, it needs its nib to be changed out, but no, it's just sunken in there. Okay, there's the hand. I'm going to label these folders properly later. And then let's go ahead and draw the sleeve. Maybe I want to add an armhole to the torso, so we're gonna do that. Like now-ish. And then maybe I'll add a little hem, like a little stitch. I don't know what it's called. Sometimes I just want to learn the terminologies when it comes to different things, especially clothes. It's so I can describe what I want to happen better, or what changed, or what I like about someone's design better. Like, for example, I like your cravat. I like the stitching of your pants or whatever, you know? And even though it's all 2D characters, I still want to be particular when it comes to the terminologies. I don't know. Maybe people will also learn something from it, you know? It's like, oh, I didn't know that was called like this. Thank you. Kind of feeling. Now that I have the new display tablet, I have my pen sensitivity turned all the way up so I can make sure that I'm not so heavy-handed this time. And what's nice about the specific model that I got this time is that I have 2 pens. Like, it just comes with 2 pens right out the box. So that's nice. Oh yeah, is the new tablet working well for you? Yeah! It even has a little touchscreen feature, like, I don't know, I still haven't gotten used to it, but it's cute that it has a touchscreen feature, so I can probably... I can zoom in and out with the pinch whatever, tablet style. Ooh, I didn't know that. But that's cool, but yeah, it's really nice. It's much bigger than my last one for sure. Same brand, it's the Huion. In my haste, I bought the display tablet from the same brand. Because I can't be out of commission for too long. Because I got commissions to do. I got work to do. Ooh. Pinch and rotate is neat. Is it rotating also? Oh yeah! What? Especially if you don't want to have to bother with the keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know. Oh wait, oh oops. We're learning things today. Although I don't always get to use the touchscreen feature. It's a little annoying actually. Because sometimes my finger, although I'm wearing a glove, but sometimes my fingers would accidentally touch a point on the screen. And I would accidentally make dots with the brush because of that accidental screen touch. Stink. But it's just something to get used to. I was just about to ask if you have a glove. Yeah! It's almost as if I'm reading your mind. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm also wearing a glove. Probably not the best since it's almost summertime. It probably is summertime and it's getting kinda hot. But that's okay, it's bearable. The fabric of the glove is lightweight enough. I'm just, how do you say, picky? I whine sometimes, but it's not too bad. We're just working on the... I really want to know what this is called, because I like this. The holes thing on the sleeves, very breezy, very cute. Especially since they're being held together by ribbons. Well, according to this outfit anyway. And when it comes to GIFtubers, I like to keep the layering simple. The most separated the pieces is usually at the face only. The face, the hair, the eyelid, animal ears. In this case, she has mouse ears. So I'll show you more later, but when it comes to the body, the torso is usually just one layer, and I can just move it around from there in Live 2D later on. I can probably just copy paste this. Ta-da! Work smarter, not harder. Sleeve and bows done. Upper arm done. But usually I name it shoulder. And then I name the lower arm, arm. Now for the frills on the sleeves. Such a nice outfit, so breezy. Perfect for almost summer. Early spring. Late spring rather. Maybe I'd want to separate the frill into 2 parts also. I don't know. I'm just extra detailed. I'm just extra like that. I'll separate it to the front part of the frill and the back part of the frill. So I can also move the frills around without so much of a hassle later on in Live 2D. I don't think I'm very good at drawing frills, but I do it anyway. I do it scared, and I do it in a meticulous fashion. So even though I'm doing it scared, I'm at least doing it decently, you know? I too do any creative stuff scared. It's more fun that way. Yeah, exactly. At least it doesn't feel repetitive, you know? It doesn't feel like you're autopiloting it if you're doing something scared. Because that way, if you're doing things scared, you're more focused on whatever it is you're doing. You're more immersed, so to say. And currently, we're kinda doing it a little messy, wherein I'll do all of the lines, and then I'll color it in. And even then, I won't be coloring it in properly quite yet, but we're just gonna have to trust the process. Fine, I'll color it properly because it's getting a little too confusing for my eyeballs. Oh yeah, my display tablet also came with like a numpad kind of thing. so I can assign shortcuts to it. With the press of a button instead of 2, I can fill in the selection area. So cool. Yeah, macros. Macros, yes. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Because when we received the package, Bihun was like, you can totally use that for FF14. I'm like, yeah. But for now, I'm gonna use it for art. Because I don't think you can have 2 pages, like 2 layouts or whatever, for the macro numpad thing. So for now, they're key binded to Clip Studio Paint shortcuts. I can probably also apply it to Premiere Pro, but I haven't edited anything using this thing yet. If there's a software you can set profiles in, yeah, exactly. But for now, I'm just using the vanilla Huion software that came with it, so I'm not one to explore different softwares. But I'm willing to. I have to be. I don't want the boomer mindset to kick in. I don't want to be like, no, I don't want to mod it because, that's Huion. The Huion interface is all I know. Boomer mindset. Stinky. I have to be willing to learn always. And you too. You also have to be willing to learn always. Softwares. I don't know. Applications? Even if I call it wrong, well, I want to curate a little community in this here show that we're trying to run, wherein if I say something, you can still kind of understand what I'm trying to say. And then it'll just go downhill from there. So like, eventually, maybe, I'll speak in gibberish like a gubu-gabu, and then you'll be like, ah yes, I understood what she meant. But that's like a faraway kind of thing for now. For now, I'll do my best to actually say the words correctly. But I try, okay? It's not easy doing multiple things and think in like 2 languages. If all else fails, take advantage of ESL. If I'm at a loss for words. But no, I mean well. Oh yeah, speaking of FF14, we're gonna play that someday, so if you have any friends who like watching other people play FF14 for the first time, sort of, go tell them. But probably not too soon because I don't know when to play it yet. I have an idea, but nothing solid yet, in terms of date. Okay, for now, we're just color blocking it in. It's all weird colors, but don't worry about it. We're gonna color it properly later. By later, I mean hopefully in this stream. And I'll just rearrange the layers later on in Live 2D via the draw order. So at least for now in Clip Studio Paint, I can keep all of the parts of the hand under the hand layer, the hand folder rather. Are colors for like defining layers and allowing you to control easier later on? Yeah. Like these, I'm doing a color blocking technique because we have separate parts for Live 2D. And so I can see if I'm over-coloring it, if I'm going over the lines. That's why they're all weird and bright colors for now. And then I'll just color it in properly later, once we have all of the parts colored in with the color blocking technique. Because if I spend too much time having to go back and forth with coloring it in correctly the first time, then I'll waste more time, I think. We have to be efficient. But, if it's and even if it's just a leisure drawing, I've formed that habit already. So that's okay too. At least, if I'm being efficient, I can draw more. I've been told by Bihun that thinking doesn't look good on me, so I'll take a break from thinking for today. I'm done for the week. I'll do thinking again next week. So now we're gonna work on the shoulder or the upper arm on the other side. I'm not gonna think too much about what it looks like. So even though it's a weird shape, it's gonna be covered by most of the torso anyway. So it's fine. As long as there's like a shape there to pass as the upper arm, it's fine. I don't know, when it comes to creating or drawing characters, I just like to, what do you call this? Dissect the costume. Because, I don't know, I was a cosplayer once upon a time, but that was like a long time ago. And also, I'm an artist. So I just like dissecting outfits. Like if you're wearing a 3-piece coat, I'm like, I also want to draw that, you know? Even though the final product won't even show it. But at least it's fun for me. And that's what's important. Because if you're having fun with an artwork, it really shows. Just like in any other art form. Thinking postponed. Yes, exactly. I'll just do it on Monday. It's the weekend for me. Well, actually it's Friday, but it might as well be. I love when artists experiment with mine. Yeah! I remember working on your model, Detective Crow, your GIFtuber model. I also check out Detective Crow. Their outfit consists of a checkered plaid. Is it plaid? Yeah, plaid design. And I wanted to put a spin on it by adding 2 types of plaid, but at the time, I didn't want to make it too obvious that it's different, but it's different to me. And I really enjoyed dissecting your outfit. Weird as it may sound, but you know what I mean. Because you were wearing a coat, and I believe a vest, and loose sleeves also. I'll be coming back for more soon. For more. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I look forward to it, but take your time. Take your time. Because art takes time. I unironically love the Trolls movie. All 3 of them. I haven't seen the extra stuff though, like the holiday movies. I just know it's a fun movie. It's a nice movie to watch on a sad day. It's also a nice movie to watch in an airplane. To be honest, it goes hard, right? They had to regroup the NSYNC just for this song. Can't believe it. Good for them. And then the sleeves. And then this time, we will separate the string that holds the frill together from the actual frill. Just in case. And then the back frills could just be like simple shapes. Because it's not gonna be shown mostly anyway. There you go. Was it closed captioning? Catching GIF? Oh, GIF, yeah, GIF. Since Kuwa says GIF, it might have misheard. Is it spelled... Okay, hold on. GIF. 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 There you go. Sometimes I look at how the closed captioning thing does the thing. And I remember when we were talking about the Rito race in The Legend of Zelda, it kept translating into Dorito, the chip. It's really funny. Is it? Hey, Dorito, yeah. Rito, R-I-T-O, Rito. Come on now, closed captioning. Keep up with the pop culture whatevers. Okay, color blocking. Weird colors, trust the process. I'm also mostly telling that to myself. Because there are too many layers and parts right now. It can get a bit confusing. I'm so excited to play Wind Waker someday. Now that I have the Wii U version. I tried looking for the we trust you in the process. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. With your patience and your trust and also my sheer willpower, we can do anything. But yeah, I recently got a Wii U for secondhand. And also Zelda Wind Waker HD. But I tried looking for Twilight Princess HD. Hopefully that captioned properly. Twilight. I couldn't find any. Although, I haven't looked hard enough. I haven't looked too often. But, I tried looking it up on eBay. And it was going for like $200. I'm like, that's too much. Too much. That's too much. It's an old game. Then again, it came with an amiibo. But still not enough, not justifiable for a $200 price. Too much. I'm heavily side-eyeing Nintendo with their recent choices in pricing, right? Stink. But do I still buy? Yes. I'm a Nintendo slave. But, you know, at least that'll give us the chance to both experience the Nintendo Switch 2 together. I'm the same for Pokemon, right? It's like with Pokemon, a lot of the Pokemon games nowadays are what a lot of people might call unfinished. You know, lots of bugs, especially the last one. But people still bought it. People still eat it up. No. Same. Still sad about them being like, nah, you won't get to own a game, right? The digital game thing and also the unit thing. They can brick your unit at any time, I think. If they detect your unit being modified. Yeah. Even if you buy the physical, also if you yeah, exactly. What you said. You said. It's like, stink. It's my unit and it's my physical copy now. What if you just don't connect it to the internet? But then, a lot of games nowadays are heavily reliant on the internet, you know? So there's that. Do you like coffee or tea? Intrigued on the Kuwa lore! Quick segue, but I want to make a Kuwa lore video someday. I'm just not very good with storytelling or writing. Anyway, coffee or tea? It's so hard to choose, but I do love matcha. That's tea. But I prefer matcha latte. So I like the thing with the bamboo whisking thing. I like that. The foamy effect. I want that. I've been trying to get better at not drinking too much coffee. I say as I just had affogato before the stream. So I'm like hopped up on caffeine. Oh, we've done the arms. Yippee! Affogato. With proper gelato? I don't know. What's a gelato? Is that the homemade ice cream, right? That's what it basically is. Because if that's what it is, then yes. I had ice cream with it. Like homemade stuff. But not me make ice cream myself. No, I can't. I don't have the machine for that. Gelato is a Thai ice cream. A higher fat content. Oh, I don't know. I don't know actually. I don't think the ice cream that we have nearby advertises their ice cream as gelato. But it's still good. It's affogato with the ice cream. Also, gelato. I know. Gelato! Is that the Minions one? Gelato! Banana! Sometimes. Although, other times, as evidenced from our Spiritfarer playthrough, sometimes I actually don't know how to pronounce a word. But other times, I actually know how to. I just mispronounce it on purpose. Yeah, it's separate from normal ice cream. If you can ever find some, okay, it's good. Ooh. Okay, I will. Someday I wish to go to Italy. I always thought it gelato is the sour, or well, I guess that's sorbet, isn't it? I thought it was the sour ice cream, the fruity ones, but it might be sorbet. Sorbet is all fruit. Ah, yeah, okay. I got it all mixed up, but now I know. And I'll keep a lookout for ice cream descriptions if the ice cream nearby is actually gelato or just normal homemade ice cream. Ice cream. Either way, still good. I am glad though, well, going back to the drawing, I am glad though that we got to finish the line work and the base shapes, the base colors, no, not base colors, but like the color blocking. So when we get back after the break, we can just assign the correct colors and then put in our highlights and shadows finally. Now for the proper colors. And now it'll just be so easy using the macro fill shortcut key. Instant. Fast, quick, efficient. So far so good. Let's actually hide the draft. Oh, I forgot to put in the other ear. That's okay, we can just hide it for now so I can see where I'm going. That used to be a sort of fear that I had back then, wherein if like you polish the lines and everything, and then when you turn off the draft layer, it's like, what happened? It's like kind of ugly or something like that, and like you've lost confidence. And then I want to give that the half moon on the nails effect. I think that usually means you have healthy nails or something. Something like that. And then add a bit of highlight. I'm just doing I don't know, I just like coloring in fingernails. Okay. And then that's sort of the saturated brown. Maybe the highlight is a bit too light. Let's do 15. Too low. Maybe 20? for now, yeah. So we'll color the neck color and then the cream color. And then the light green. Really? Huh. Really? Maybe I'll take an artistic liberty. I'm gonna color the lining of the frill to be the same light green as the ribbons. Because on the collar, it also uses the same light green as the ribbons. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go back to the frill front. Okay, so far so good. See how fast that was to just replace the colors. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the buttons brush. Okay, now that we have the buttons as a guide, I'm just gonna go ahead and go over them with my regular drawing brush. And the flowers, the white flowers, maybe I won't use an outline for the white flowers. I will just go straight ahead with the brush. Maybe I want to use a symmetry tool. I know they're just flowers, but I still want to take, I still want to be detailed about it, you know? I want it to be clean. That's too large. Just make it a little smaller. And then copy paste. Maybe I'll deform this a little bit. Oh, interesting. So the pattern on of the flowers isn't symmetrical. So that's alright. That just means that I can be liberal about it. I can place it however, almost, and however I want. Almost. Really unfortunate though that I'm putting all of these flower details, but the cut line is just up to the red line. But I'm still putting it in just in case the physics would, you know, make it show up a little bit. But that's okay. Does it have... Okay, at least the frills on the underside of the skirt is much simpler. Like there's no outline on it. But it does on the hem. And it's the light green. So that's what we're gonna do. Maybe I actually want the light green line to not have a border. So I'm gonna cut this out. And then I'm gonna recolor it into a light green also. So it looks like it's just one solid shape with no outline. Wahoo! Base colors done. We are speed today. Oh yeah. So at this point forward, we're just playing around. This is enough updates to Juni, I'm pretty sure. But I do want to finish the eyes. So that's what we're gonna do next. Eyeballs time. Since she has white eyelashes, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna make the eyelashes a bit darker. They're still gonna be white, but not as white as the hair. And then we're gonna add some streaks of hair. Yeah? Just to help with the illusion. But we're also gonna reduce the opacity of this one in particular. Okay, so yeah, okay. So what I've done is I'm going to fill in the inner parts of the outline white, and then I'll just lower the opacity and go from there. Now hold on a second. I think maybe we should keep this dark because there's no white outline on the bottom of the... Oh, okay. I'll leave that up to later me. But for now, let's just keep this a bit thin. And then actually color it the same color as the inside of the... What do you call that part? The meat part of the inside of your eyeballs. Like the tear ducts, but like on the outer edge of the eye kind of feeling. Maybe 40? Something like that. Ooh, I have an idea. Maybe I should... Fine. I'll, what do you call this? I'll utilize the underfill effect for the upper eyelid at least. Meaning the outline is actually a separate layer from the color. From the color inside, you know? So we can do an effect like this. So it looks like the upper lid and the side lid are actually joined, but they're not really. Whoa, effects. We go in bald. Ah, I know! It's okay, Burb, just the process. She's gonna have hair real soon. She already has hair, I just turned it off for now. Also, good to have you here. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. Then we're gonna add a bit of a highlight effect, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit, just like at the center. It's not gonna be like super obvious from afar, but if Junie decides to be like, "Ooh, zoom in," you will see everything. Where's it? Eyeshadow. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is actually take a look at my previous work. Because I need a bit of reference with how heavy I went with the makeup, because I don't want to go too overboard. The eyeshadow is actually just like a sort of a hard airbrush. So that's what we're gonna do. Because even though this is an entirely different model, I still want some form of art style consistency, you know? Bald jump scare. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. She's just washing her wig, you know? It's been a long day. She needs to wash her hair or something. Okay, so it just follows along the eyelid. So that's what we're gonna do. Wig maintenance is very important. Yeah, right? Exactly. Exactly. Especially for Lolitas. Especially, like, when it comes to Lolita fashion, I find that they always have a lot of stuff on their headdresses, you know? But thankfully, Junie is going light on the headdress because she's going heavy on the dress. With her big bow and many ribbons, big ears. Which is pretty balanced. I'm just talking about the character design as if it's an actual outfit. I mean, it's okay. Because what if someday someone wants to cosplay your character, right? So it's also good to think about that sort of stuff sometimes. Oh man, I saw Adam Savage talking with some wig-centric cosplayers, and it was so neat to hear him talk about it. Interesting. Yeah. I've seen a lot of, what do you call this, cosplay wig tutorials nowadays. It's so mesmerizing. The helmet wigs, wherein they just glue the hair wefts together, so it really doesn't fray out or, like, mess up or whatever. Amazing stuff. Someday I want to cosplay as myself. Maybe I can't resist it. I want to give her a bit of a little gloss on the eyes. So I love makeup. Have you seen my model? And then I want to give her a bit of a, what do you call that? Aegyo-sal, the Korean style, and then we're just gonna lower the opacity. So it's not too in your face, you know? It's there, but it's like, not really. This is specifically like going into different styles and aspects as opposed to being like one specific wig. Yeah. Wig styling is a whole thing, you know? And when it comes to cosplay, it's like you have to be a jack of all trades kind of person. That goes for other performers and people who just like to dress up and wear wigs and customize their own outfits. It's a whole thing, you know? You gotta be some sort of jack of all trades because you gotta know how to sew. You gotta know how to style your wigs, you know? It's an entire thing. Maybe also leather working. It's a whole thing. And it's amazing. Let's pretend that she's closing her eyes. So I want to decrease the shininess of this top highlight. I just remembered something, like during the VTuber panel that we went to last convention, one of the watchers asked the VTuber who they want to cosplay as if ever they went to a convention, and she was like, "Myself, of course." And I'm like, "Yes, me too." And now we can properly copy paste this eye to the other side. As like a guide, I just copy paste it, but I'll actually do it properly later. So the client Junie can see what the other side of the eye would look like later. Ooh, I do want to add the blush. I do want to increase the opacity though so I can see where it actually is. Yes. 60. And then let's show the hair again. Wow. And then I can properly color in the, what do you call this? The hair. Yeah, let's start with that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add in the highlights and the shadows of the hair, but I actually want to replace the color temporarily first so I can kind of see where I'm going. Another color blocking moment. And then I'm gonna use a sort of pencil brush so there's that texture effect at the bottom of the hair. Wait a minute. Okay. I'm also looking at the 3D model that I've created. No, I didn't create it. I just posed her. But I'm also relying on the lighting. And I made sure to keep the lighting sort of simple. So it kind of fits any overlay style. Like once Junie places this on their overlay for their stream, you know? Yeah! Okay. We're getting somewhere. So now, half of this shadowy area will be darkened even further. So it really looks like it's folding into the face. Things really changed up when I discovered the pencil brush. Because I like the effect, the sandy effect at the bottom. It's much more polished than my GIFtuber sample. I want to update that also, but it's kind of low prio. My VGen portfolio speaks for itself anyway, but still. Eventually I will, but it's in the pipeline. Sometimes it's a bit of a challenge, coloring in white hair. And I might actually go back to this later. Okay, let me just turn off the whiskers layer so I can see where I'm going. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. Maybe I want to add the skin gradient hair effect. Yeah, but I'll do that. I'll do that on my own time, actually. We did pretty good today. We got to finish the base colors. Yippee! I'll just rearrange the arms. Like, for example, some of the fingers are supposed to be behind the skirt, but I'll rearrange that on my own time, specifically in Live 2D. Yes, she's looking pretty good so far. Maybe I'll make the lips a little lighter, but for now, that's all the time I have on today's stream and also on this piece of artwork. I don't want to overwork it because I still want to do a back and forth thingy with the client, of course. But anyway, if you're still here after what, 2 hours of me streaming, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate it. And if you have the time, I'd appreciate it also if you could tell your friends about my art and animation and also my streaming. I usually stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. MT. So anyway, happy weekend, and I hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye!